Tonight, we recognize a new inroad in television drama. This past year, Kerry-Washington has broken through the primetime barrier with her leading role on the hit series Scandal. Kerry is the first black woman in 2 generations to star in a primetime drama series on network TV. The last one was you, Diane Carroll, with Julia.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Julia was truly a groundbreaking experience and one that I took real interest in because if I can say this, I don't know, but NBC and 20th Century Fox put their faith and their money in back of Julia, and that's how she was born. I was so certain that the show was not going to last that I only brought to California enough clothes for 1 month. And you know, that's a tragedy. But she was on the air. She was on the air for 68 through 71, and I'm very happy about that. It helped to change television. I'm very proud of that. And it's an experience that I will never forget, just as I hope for this incredible young woman, Miss Kerry-Washington. I think she's enjoying one of the great moments of her life right now in our industry. And I hope that her year will be filled with critical acclaim and great success. She's on a roll, and let's take a look at it, please.
Whether wearing couture or stomping in tennis shoes for the president, there's just something about Kerry-Washington. Philanthropist, activist, and style maven, this Image Award-winning actress can really do it all. From her starring role in Ray,
seemed to me like you got all the choices in the world.
to the wife of a dictator in the Oscar-winning film The Last King of Scotland, and her elegant portrayal of a slave in Django Unchained.
I just really like interacting with her. Every time we get together, something sort of special happens.
You scaring me.
Why is I'm scaring you?
Because you scared.
As Olivia Pope on the hit show Scandal, she stars as a crisis management mogul. She's the first African-American actress to star in a drama series in over 35 years.
Casting Kerry was interesting because the fact that we were doing a show that had an African-American female lead and that doesn't happen very often on network television. And the minute the camera went on and she started reading those words, I thought, well, there she is.
You tell the President of the United States, I do not work for him anymore.
It's handled.
Washington was a pivotal player in both Barack Obama campaigns. Passionately speaking out, she raised the roof with her riveting speech at last year's Democratic National Convention.
Today, there are people out there trying to take away rights that our mothers, our grandmothers, and our great-grandmothers fought for. And we, the people, cannot let that happen.
Washington is a member of the President's Committee of Arts and Humanities, and she has spoken before Congress lobbying for more money for the National Endowment for the Arts.
There are all these studies that when you're learning music, your math scores improve. When you're studying poetry and history, your reading comprehension. It's all very related.
She received a prestigious Public Leadership Award for her tireless work.
I'm very aware of how many people sacrificed so that I could have a political voice. It would just be disrespectful for me to not participate in my democracy.
Kerry has done a yeoman's job for this president, and I hope she continues to do it.
Kerry-Washington is one of Hollywood's most bankable black actresses, and she remains a versatile and multi-talented star, determined to inspire generations of young women who follow in her footsteps.
The night sky is never lit up by one star, but by the billions of stars. Shine bright, black girls. Be bold, be bright, and be blessed.
It is my distinct honor to present the President's Award to Ms. Kerry-Washington.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the NAACP. Thank you, God. Thank you, Ben and Diane. Thank you. I don't gravitate towards stories about perfect people in perfect situations, because in real life there is no such thing. Since this is an award for public service, I want to say that at the Democratic Convention, I expressed deep respect for our Constitution and the rights of we the people to elect our leaders. Yet on Scandal, and this is a spoiler alert, Olivia robs her fellow Americans of that very right. Working with V-Day, thank you for loving Scandal. Working with V-Day. I've been part of a global movement to end violence against women and girls, but for Broomhilda von Schaft in Django, such a world is unimaginable because brutality defines her life as a slave. Human beings are complicated and flawed and unique, but we all have a story to tell. Gone are the days when our lead characters can only look like somebody else. Heroes look like all of us. We see ourselves in each other's stories. We see who we are. We see who we want to be. Sometimes we see who we don't want to be. And through that, we have greater understanding of ourselves and acceptance of each other. I consider it an honor to be an advocate for the arts and to serve on Obama's Committee for the Arts and Humanities, because just as we must ensure that we the people includes all Americans regardless of race, class, gender, and sexual orientation, we must also work to ensure that the stories we tell, the movies we make, the television we produce, the theater we stage, the novels we publish are inclusive in all those same ways. I stand here tonight on the shoulders of those who have blazed a path of art and activism. Harry Belafonte, I stand on your shoulders. I stand on your shoulders, Diane. I stand on your shoulders, Ben. With gratitude for what you've sacrificed so that we can tell the stories that we are all telling. I receive this award with great humility, and I hope that I may one day live up to that legacy of service, not for me, but for us and for the next generation of storytellers. Thank you.
Still to come, LL Cool J, Wanda Sykes, Jamie Foxx, and Gladys Knight when the 44th